Rage baiting. I've been rage baited, you've been rage baited, I've rage baited, and maybe you haven't yet rage baited. Welcome to the art of rage baiting.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
In this video, I'm going to teach you how to rage bait, how to know you rage baited somebody, and lastly, how to counter rage baiting. First, we have to define what is rage baiting? Well, for my definition, rage baiting is simply just acting a certain way or saying a statement solely just to troll somebody or make them angry, and then seeing their reaction. Rage baiting can be found anywhere from presidential election debates all the way down to random chat rooms. Rage baiting has been used for centuries. So today I'm going to teach you how to rage bait. First step, how to rage bait. Well, the first thing is to know. Well, what I mean by to know, you have to know what the audience wants the most. Are you talking to a group of older people, or younger people, middle-aged people, blue-collared people, white-collared people? Anything. You have to know the audience. You're not going to talk to some random person who doesn't watch sports about basketball, are you? You see, you have to know your audience. Second, you need to understand what they typically like in that area. For example, if you're going to go talk about sports, you have to know who are the biggest sports players, who are the best, what do they consider as the best sports players, and what do they consider as the worst. What is controversial and what is generally accepted. For example, of something that's heavily debated is what? Messi versus Ronaldo, LeBron versus Jordan. These things you need to know that they're common and they're controversial. Third, you have to attack something that they're passionate about, but it's not fully personal. For example, you're not rage baiting about somebody's religion, or you're not gonna rage bait about somebody's physical disability. You're not gonna make fun of a guy in a wheelchair and try to rage bait him. That's just weird, you know? So once you know your audience, what they like and they don't like, and what they're passionate about, you've hit your target. Your statement is going to have a couple parts. One has to be opposite of what they like. If they like something, you say it's bad. If they think something's bad, you say it's good. Second, in that same statement, you have to belittle their own statement. Belittling is the key to rage baiting. You have to make them believe that what you truly are saying is right and what they think is completely wrong, even if it's accepted by most. You have to make them feel dumb in that moment for thinking about that statement. And third, you double down or triple down or quadruple down. And lastly, with that statement, you bring up the worst cases possible, cases that don't even make sense. The worse it makes sense, the better it is. But it has to make sense in a senseful way. You sense me? Huh? Now I give you an example of rage baiting. Forks are just way better at eating rice than spoons, man. Like, if you eat rice with spoons, you're like a mouth breather, man. You just don't know anything. You're actually like a little child, like goo goo gaga. You know, you're just a baby. Boom! Perfect statement right there. First, you say an opinion that everybody genuinely has. Second, you say the opposite. Third, you belittle them all the way. You totally just minimize their own belief. That's how you rage bait. To know if you successfully rage baited somebody, there's a series of events that will follow up after you say your statement, and this is how you know you successfully rage baited somebody. At first, they're going to be confused by your statement, saying words like, what? Huh? Then if they have somewhat of a respect for you, they will just think that you're just making a joke, that you actually don't believe what you're saying. This is where doubling down, quadrupling down comes in handy. Then lastly, the raging starts to come. This is where the cases you make after your statement comes in the most handy. It's like adding oil or fuel to the fire. It's making them erupt. That's how you know you successfully rage baited somebody. They're gonna start making fun of you in all types of ways. They're mostly gonna attack your intelligence, but to know that they're attacking your intelligence, you have successfully rage baited them. And you know deep down that I'm just trolling. But seeing how they get angry and call you stupid, now who gets the last laugh? And the last part of rage baiting is how to counter it. Countering rage baiting depends on who is rage baiting you. If you and the rage baiter are PhD level rage baiters, this can only go up to a truce. You guys are both gonna figure out that you guys are trying to rage bait each other and you're gonna have a good time. It's never gonna end in somebody actually raging. But if you know how to counter rage baiting and they don't, this is how you beat them. Whatever statement that they say, you agree with them. And then you put words into their own mouth about that statement and you belittle their statement at the same time. This might sound confusing, but let me give you an example with the fork and the spoon example that we added before. Let's see how to counter that argument. Forks are just way better at eating rice than spoons, man. Like, if you eat rice with spoons, you're like a mouth breather, man. You just don't know anything. You're actually like a little child, like goo goo gaga. You know, you're just a baby. You reply, yeah, man, I 100% agree with you, man. Spoon users are mouth breathers. They're little children. It's like fork users, man. Fork users, they're a little special. They're a little special. You know what I mean? With that little part of belittling their statement and saying that they're special, you've just ignited the flame. And now you go back to step 1 on how to rage bait. Yeah, and you continue the cycle. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. It's your boy Moomin. Assalamu alaikum. Why are you even looking at me? Around the world, there's still a lot of danger, especially in Gaza right now. So if you guys can go donate as much as possible anywhere from your own reliable sources, or you pick the ones I put in the description down below. And if you can't donate, no problem. Just spread the awareness and educate yourself on what's been happening, the history behind it, and everything.